Hello everybody, Nikki White here, and today I am doing the tried, the true, the popular 24 hours Conbini challenge in Japan. So this means in the next 24 hours I will only be eating food from a Conbini, and if doing this in Japan is an easy, then doing this in Canada is a hard, because in Japan it is very easy to find good, cheap, reliable food at a Conbini versus like North American convenience stores where you're taking your life into your hands. So this is going to be easy, I think. We're going to look at what's good, what's not good, the cost of things.
The Japanese convenience store, the Conbini. In case you haven't heard the legends of Japanese convenience stores, let me just give you a little background on them so you know what we're getting into in this video. Japanese convenience stores are the best convenience stores I've ever been to. When I say you could just live in one for the rest of your life and be fine, I mean it. Now, depending on the location, they've got literally everything from cold drinks, hot food, cold food, books, magazines, sometimes clothing essentials. They've got makeup. They've got a small selection of pharmaceuticals. You are set at a Japanese convenience store. And that is why this challenge in Japan is so much easier than it would be in North America.
We're doing breakfast, let's get started, and we are going to Family Mart first because I know that they have a croquette that I like, and that's not typically a breakfast food, but heck, let's do it anyway. These guys are my favorite onigiri, the pickled plum, the ume, but I'm not that hungry, and I can get that for lunch. So what I think is I'm gonna get the hot croquette. And you can see they've got all these pre-made sandwiches that won't actually make you violently ill. They even have these like breakfast sandwiches that you can heat up either here or in your hotel. I'm also gonna get one of these Yakult single serves. At home I get the small guys, which is probiotic drinks, and you can get them single in this XL size. Sumimasen. これをください.
So besides having a million bottled coffee options, both hot and cold, they also have this coffee machine at the front that you can self-serve, but I'm always kind of shy to use it. Beef croquettes are some of my favorite things to get from Conbinis in Japan. I don't really have a preference for which store to get them at. So the total for my breakfast was 130 yen for the coffee, 150 for the Yakult, and 108 for the croquette, coming in at a whopping 388 yen total. For lunch, I hit up a 7-Eleven, aka 7-Elev as I call it, and I find that most convenience stores have the general same selection. It just depends on sometimes the size, or sometimes they have an exclusive collaboration like with Muji, and the sandwiches are always good wherever you go. Famously, there's a Lawson egg salad sandwich that Anthony Bourdain wrote about and then people go crazy for. I've had it several times. It is very tasty. But for this lunch, I just went for a light one. So I got a melon pan, which goes incredibly hard from 7-Eleven. Like, it's just so tasty. And then I also just got a banana. So I was keeping it simple. These sandwiches that are on the shelf with meat and stuff kind of sketch me out. I mean, I'm sure they're absolutely fine. I just have stomach issues, so like, unless it's behind the hot glass, I won't have meat off the shelf. So if you aren't like on the go, they have everything you need to make yourself a sandwich. Like they've got meat, cheese, the bread, but obviously if you're a tourist and you're out and about, you don't really want to be making a sandwich. They do have prepackaged fruit like this too for a quick and easy lunch. Japanese Conbini also have something called a hot rack. It's not what you're thinking. It's an area where they keep the drinks hot. So see that red label and the drinks with the orange tops. Those are kept hot, which is amazing. Like, I don't know why this isn't more widespread. And I don't know about you guys, but something is just really good about Japanese pasta randomly. And I kept seeing these pre-made sauces and curries at convenience stores. So I did pick these up for a later date and not to eat in this video. And they were actually like good for what they are. So the total for my very light lunch was 138 yen for the melon pan, 118 for the banana, which brings the total to 256 yen. For dinner, I hit up a Lawson and I wanted to do something a little bit different since it was the end of the day and I could go back to the hotel. Instead of getting one of these sauce packets, I decided I was gonna try a frozen meal. So if you know me, you know that I love mentaiko, which is like a cod roe. And I found this creamy, spicy cod roe pasta, which came in a little frozen pack, kind of like a frozen dinner. And since I had gone pretty light on the food all day, I decided to also pair it with a sandwich, a ham cutlet sandwich, which I think was like an end of the day special. So with my mentaiko pasta and my ham cutlet in hand, here are some other options of what you could pick up for dinner. And if you can see here, there's pre-made meals. There's literally like salmon fillets and then these little bentos, which I think because it was end of the day, there wasn't too much selection left, but like still. And I also did a quick drive by the melon pan. I should do like a melon pan competition from the 3 places and see who does the best melon pan. Now, you can use the microwaves at the Lawson if you'd like to heat up your food, but since I was heading back to the hotel, I just waited on that front. But you will sometimes see like salarymen come in and heating up their food or getting their coffee here at the Conbini, which is like super convenient, which is the point. My ham cutlet sandwich came with not only the cutlet, but also like these noodles. So I was doing some carb on carb action and the sandwich was pretty good. I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. And after heating up the cod roe in the hotel and mixing it up, this one was a miss for me, which is like pretty disappointing since the sauces are quite good. I would have given this one a 5 out of 10. And my dinner was the priciest meal of the day, coming in at 708 yen compared to my breakfast and lunch. So that puts my daily total at 1,352 yen or 895 USD, which is so cheap. Like the Canadian equivalent for my fellow Canadians, like I don't think I could get a Big Mac meal for that cheap. So the fact that I ate there all day and like, yes, it was lighter meals, but for the quality, for the price, for the convenience, you cannot beat the Japanese Conbini. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you want me to try this in another country. We'll see you in the next one. Okay, see you, bye.